Hi everyone, I'm Courtney from Yoga Body Mind Soul. Welcome to day 2 of the Return to You challenge. Today we'll be returning to presence. As we move through our practice today, we will be focusing on our movement, our breath, and the sensations that are present as we move into each shape. And then spend some time to really feel this shape in our bodies. So as we go through our practice, just know that if your mind does happen to wander away into some other thoughts, it's perfectly okay. And instead, you can use that awareness and notice, oh, I'm thinking about something else. And then come back into your breath and your body. So every new breath is really a chance to refocus and come back. And so we'll work with this as we move and breathe together, but we'll begin seated. So take a moment to settle into your seat, getting long through the sides of the waist, bringing the chin about parallel to the floor, and then softly letting your eyes close. And as you settle in here, just notice if there are any thoughts in your mind. Maybe thinking about what you did before your practice time or what you'll do later. And imagine gathering up all of those thoughts, bringing them together, and walking outside of whatever room you are in right now with those thoughts, carrying them with you. And outside of this room, there is a box that is open and waiting for you. And you're going to place all of those thoughts into this box. Close the lid so that they're there for you later, after your practice. And then you can bring your attention back to where you are on your mat. Bringing awareness to the inhalation. And being equally aware of the exhalation. And as we breathe in, let's say to ourselves, inhaling. And breathing out, say to ourselves, exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Two more mindful breaths. Fully aware as best you can. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in, let your eyes slowly come open. And then make your way onto hands and knees. Finding tabletop pose. First placing the knees underneath the hips. And then placing the hands as wide as the shoulders so that the creases of the wrists fall right underneath the shoulders. And as we breathe in, we'll let the belly dip down, rolling the chest open and looking up. And with the exhale, We'll tuck the sitting bones under and let the chin drop. Inhaling to open and exhaling to round. One more, inhale and exhale. Breathe in to rock forward back to tabletop pose. Breathe in, straight arms. And as you exhale, firm up the shoulders and take a little bend in your elbows. Inhale to press up. And exhale, little bend. Inhale, press up. And exhale, little bend in the elbows. Breathe in to press up. And this time shift your hips back, child's pose for 3 breaths. Keeping the arms stretched out forward so we can open up through the backs of the shoulders. Then as you breathe in, we'll come back to all fours and walk the hands 1 handprint forward each. And then firm up the shoulders again as we let the hips drop forward slightly for a version of plank pose. We want to keep the low belly lifted, tucking up and in, and stay long through the lower back. The tailbone aims down. And if you're feeling pretty comfortable here, you might tuck your toes under and lift your knees away from the ground. Keeping the back of the neck long. Let's take 1 more inhale. And with the exhale, we'll make our way back to downward facing dog. If you had your knees down, you can lift them up. And then lengthen through the legs, stretching out through the back of one leg, bending the other knee. And then switching sides. And then breathe in, bend both knees, and look up forward near your thumbs. And with your exhale, let's step the feet forward toward the hands. Feeling the connection of your feet down on the ground. Notice here how your weight is distributed between your feet. So are you leaning a little more into the balls of the feet or the heels? Maybe the weight is a little bit more in the right leg or the left leg. See what you can notice here as we just let the lower spine release for another breath or 2. Then let's take a long, big step back with the right leg. And then turn the right heel down. So the right foot is about parallel to the short side of the mat. And we're going to walk the hands up the left leg, opening the hips and shoulders to face the long side of the mat. Keeping a deep bend in the left knee, and then bringing the arms out toward the front and back of the mat. Palms face down. See if you can relax your shoulders down a little bit more as you widen across the backs of the shoulders. Feel the deep bend in the left knee. Feel engaged through the whole back leg from the top of the hip down through the right heel. Looking out toward the left hand. See if you can feel your whole body simultaneously here. Inhale here. And as you exhale, straighten the front leg. Bring your hands to your hips and then spin the left toes in. Good. Keep your hands on your hips. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, tip forward and down, bringing your hands to the ground. Slowly, we're going to walk the hands over toward the left foot as we pivot on the left heel and bring the left hand to the outside of the left foot to our long lunge. Inhale, straight through the right leg. And exhale, step the right foot forward. Feeling the connection through the feet. Letting the head hang heavy and notice any thoughts that are present. You can even imagine your thoughts releasing out through the top of the head so that the mind is completely clear and focused. And we'll take a big step back with the left foot. Then spin the left heel down, bringing the right heel about in line with the left arch. And then bringing the arms and torso up, reaching the arms out wide. Keeping a deep bend in the right knee here. Letting the tailbone reach down toward the mat. And feeling the opening in the hips here. The thighs are moving apart from each other. The outer right knee is pressing out to the right. We'll gaze out toward the right hand. Keeping our gaze soft to help our mind stay relaxed. Feeling the whole body simultaneously. Take an inhale and exhale, straighten the front leg. Bring your hands to your hips and spin the right toes in. Inhale, the chest lifts up. And exhale, tip forward and fold. Hands release down to the ground if that's available. And if not, just bend your knees enough so your fingertips can touch down. We're going to walk over toward the right foot, pivoting on the right heel so that we can lift the left heel and find our long lunge. Inhale here. And exhale, step the left foot forward. Good. Breathe in and breathe out, feeling your whole body simultaneously in this forward fold. A great pose to work on our inward focus. As you breathe in, bend your knees and look forward slightly. And then we'll step the feet back and lower the knees down to tabletop pose. Hands are underneath the shoulders here. And then we'll reach the right leg up and back. And reach the left arm forward. So this spinal balance pose really calls on us to be present. We want to be really engaged through the abdominal muscles. Finding a soft gaze down at the mat so that the neck isn't having to do any extra work here or potentially be compromised. Inhale where you are. And exhale, lower the right hand down, lower the left toes down. And then turn your left toes out to the left as you bring your right foot down to the ground and your right hand to your right hip. Good. With your in-breath, we're going to extend the right arm up overhead. Rolling the right shoulder back, either gazing down at the left thumb, over to the side, or maybe up beyond the right upper arm bone. Inhale. And with your exhale, make your way back to tabletop pose. With your in-breath, we'll take the left leg back and reach the right arm forward. Finding the spinal balance here. Feeling all of this engagement through the back body. Strong through the left arm. Inhale here. And exhale, lower the right arm down, lower the left toes down. And then spin the right toes out to the side. Spin the left heel down and bring the left hand to the left hip. As we breathe in, we'll reach the left arm up overhead, getting long from the left foot out through the left hand. Feeling this long line of energy, being present with the line through the left side of the body. Inhale. And exhale to spin down and back to tabletop pose. Good, let's take the feet over to the side. And we'll come down to a seated forward fold. You can bring a bend into your knees, however much you need to release any tightness and tension in the backs of the legs. If the legs are feeling okay, you might extend them out straight. With an in-breath, we'll reach the arms out and up. And as we exhale, we'll start to hinge forward and down, bringing hands to rest wherever they do. With your inhale, grow a little longer through the spine. And with your exhale, relax into your fold. Inhale, spine lengthens. And exhale to soften and fold. Inhale. And exhale. As you breathe in, start to roll all the way up. And then we'll come into a cross-legged seat for our final seated meditation. So moving into your seat, letting your eyes close. Being fully aware of this moment. Feeling how your body feels here at the end of our practice. Following each inhale and each exhale all the way to their ends. To seal in our practice, we'll reach our arms out and up. Join your hands at the top and lower them down in front of your forehead. May we see clearly. Inhale. Exhale your hands in front of your mouth. May we speak truthfully. Inhale. And exhale, hands in front of your heart. And may we hold peace in our hearts. From my heart to yours, namaste. All right, thanks yogis. I hope you've enjoyed this practice of presence. And I hope you've enjoyed this return to presence, feeling a little bit more connected within yourself through this practice. Thanks for taking the time to work on yourself today. Namaste.